welcome back to the podcast. Today we are talking about content, which is the third episode. My name is Kin Sun. I am joined by my teammates. Care to say name?
I guess I'll start first. My name is Shafiq. I was the host for the very first episode, even though it was a shit fest.
Okay,
I go
next.
second then.
Okay, sure.
My name is Celine, and then I was the host for the second episode, which is about contact.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Owen. So yeah, haven't done mine yet. So yeah, no.
Okay. Okay, now JH. Yeah. Okay, I get to me. So the last member for our group is Jing Heng. He's based in Singapore, but his mic not the best quality, so he's just gonna type for now. Yeah,
You can't.
he'll be
You
talking
can't see. They can't. I don't think they can see your text.
Yeah, because the way how I framed it, they can't see.
Get a better mic. Go and buy one. Come on.
Yeah, JH, please. I'll ask you to do talking for you.
Yeah, yeah. Not how you gonna host your own.
Yeah, your own. You just need to buy one
Yeah,
good
but it's a
mic.
good quality one.
Yeah, just buy a good buy. That's all. That's all. Okay, don't need the whole store. I know that you rich. Okay, but please, you.
Oof.
Okay. For this content, uh okay, I'll be showing a few points okay, for the content. Firstly, I will be sharing for the inappropriate content. Followed by see what's next. Okay, but okay. For the first few pointers are examples of inappropriate content are promoting hate based on race, religion, disability, sexual preferences, sorry, etc. Or conducting, prompting violence and stuff. I don't know.
Wait. It's like wait. What? One of them was sexual preferences. What?
Like,
Yeah, don't you know?
like how people like orientate themselves in certain genders,
Oh.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Are you assuming my gender? No.
I
Yeah,
identify as an
but-
attack helicopter.
Okay, and then followed by real or simulated violence and content promoting unsafe behavior such as self-harm. Yeah. Okay, and then
Such as one thing.
I don't think, yeah, unless you guys want to say anything on?
Um,
Yeah. So are we talking about it as like are they all bad, or are we talking about like what's our thoughts on them?
Use our thoughts. The podcast is
Yes, your
usually
thoughts.
meant about our thoughts, not like
Oh,
how
so
bad
like-
or anything.
So our thoughts about like how this content is being.
Yeah,
used.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the first one again?
The first one is promoting hate based on race, religion, disability,
So
and
hate
so on.
speech, basically. Hate
Yeah,
speech.
hate speech, hate
Yes,
speech and
hate speech or yeah.
Yeah, like,
race,
no,
race, race,
it's
just
just
racism in general.
yeah. It
Yeah,
basically boiled down to hate
But-
speech
yeah.
and racism.
You do that in Singapore, we deport you.
So, excuse me. Calm down.
Okay.
I think there's a level before deportation. You know.
You better get your ass out of the country before that.
What the fuck?
Wow. Okay.
That happens like so many times already. No man? Like one person just did like hate speech in Singapore or like on Facebook or YouTube, then they instantly got their ass out of the country.
Are you talking about Amos
That's
Yee?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I will be fine. Okay. Okay. Can we talk about the content of Amos Yee especially? Alright. If he did
yeah.
no, the thing is, if he released that before the death of Lee Kuan Yew, it would have been fine. No one would have bat an eye, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he just had to release it when he passed.
Oh yeah.
Just a
Wasn't there also like another like women like complain about some Malay wedding after that also got.
I think
like,
so.
she-
Yeah, I
Then she
think
moved to Australia. She moved to Australia or something. I can't remember.
I remember there was one. I'm like, huh?
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know lah. Singapore
But-
don't take it that well.
Yeah, content on online. Okay, online content. There is a lot of fake news because not a lot of sites are credible.
Hey, yeah.
Fake news here, fake news
fact check
there.
your stuff.
Yes, always fact check.
Check multiple sources.
And never trust one source. Trust multiple. Don't trust one.
Vaccine does not equal autism.
Please don't target people like that, please. Oh my god.
Not wrong.
We need to pull those people here.
Yeah.
More
I
views.
feel like content also can include us, cause like based on what content we post.
Yeah, exactly. If you're a person who does like cosplaying, especially, that's one. You also have to know what the guidelines on the site that you're posting the content for. I mean, Twitter barely has any any rules. Basically, people can just post NSFW stuff there like nobody's business. I'm like, oh, okay, right?
There's a lot of rules though.
Okay lah.
Then there's also okay. Wow, the idea of content shit, that's actually quite hard.
Big.
It was very very big.
Wait, so what after the racist thing, what was the other thing afterwards?
Religion, disability,
Hate
and
speech.
then
Basically, I said it was hate speech.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we just go down. So disability is
Disabilities.
disability.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a
just
nice.
I say just in general, don't make fun of disability.
Okay.
making what's happening? What the hell is the song?
Nothing.
Okay.
But yeah, so disability.
I say
Yeah.
disability, like you can make content to make awareness for it.
Yeah,
Like,
it can also make awareness, but then there's also the other side of that.
like
Yes,
making fun of is
Yes.
no.
Unless the making fun of is in light of like an actual joke, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Because there is a comedian that stutters. And then one of his jokes is like, did I stutter?
Oh my god.
What?
So I'm like, no, because there was a guy in the audience, this comedian. There's a guy in the audience who say, hey, you can't be making fun of disabilities even though you have one. And then he said to him, his response was, did I stutter?
Oh, the starter one.
Jesus.
I literally just laughed. I'm like, why?
Is it my turn now? Oh my god.
If you
Yeah,
want to.
sure. Go.
You want to share? You share.
I think like other than us posting the content, right? The content we see also matters because some of us, you know how Facebook and Twitter we have the repost and retweet thing.
Yes. Content for the young is also very important.
Yeah.
The young
So like, I feel like what we spread as a content, okay, what content we spread, right, should be like more wholesome.
Wholesome content.
Yeah, wholesome content is good.
I see.
Instead of those hate speech lah. Wow, this topic so vague. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Even I'm having a hard time with this topic.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I'm surprised that Kendra can find like some things for this topic. To be honest.
Yeah. I know, right?
You
Lucky,
literally
I'm
went to like different blogs to find about this.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I went to multiple sites,
Oh.
My goodness.
I think another hate speech thing, right? Do you guys know Pink Dot?
Yes. I don't know what happened recently.
Nope.
Like, recently there was this guy that went down to Pink Dot, and then you know Pink Dot is a event to support like LGBT and that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this guy who went there, right, took pictures of like the people there and then posted it on Instagram with like hate speech that, oh, what is this? What are you wearing? Or kind of thing.
Funny thing is, I was working when Pink Dot was happening.
Okay? Oh my god.
I was working at like a 7-Eleven that was like within not even because I work in Chinatown now, so basically it's close by. So I had customers wearing in pink, and I was like, okay, I know where these all people are from. I don't need to say much. And I don't, and usually whenever I serve them, right, I don't actually use any pronouns just in case I do trigger them. So I'm like, no, I won't use pronouns. And
Just
say,
use
do you
they,
need?
man. Just use they.
No, because no. Then I just say, do you need anything else? Usually I'll say sir or madam after that, but then I just say, do you need anything else? Then done. I just leave it there.
Nice, respectful traffic.
It's because it's not only me being respectful. It's more like I just don't want to cause problems for myself. That's all.
Yeah. That's true.
Because if I cause problem for myself, I'm also causing problems for them. And if they cause problems with me, then I also have problem with them. So it's a bounce kind of thing.
Yeah.
only learned to use pronouns right? Only when like my friends started getting into it.
That's a
And a
problem.
friend who
That's one of the big problems. Like learn to use the pronouns right. So when do I have to use the right pronouns? I don't even know when. Because the thing
I
is,
think you
no, the thing is, even if you don't meet them first, right? What pronouns do you use?
true, but I think it's nice if like your friend tell you what pronouns they prefer.
Yeah, I mean, if friends tell you what pronouns they prefer, that one okay.
Yeah,
But if
sure.
total strangers that you don't know that they were like, LGBT kind of thing, what
Yeah,
do
true.
you use?
I worked with her in one place, right? We had two gay people. One of them was the manager. Then
Ah.
after that, there was two transgender people there as well. So like, yeah,
Use they, man. They is like the safest pronoun.
Or just
uh,
don't say any pronouns.
I no, I just don't. Literally didn't try to talk to them. Like,
Oh.
it's weird.
But yeah, let's go back to
Okay,
topic.
yeah,
Yeah.
who's next?
I feel like we just go down the list of what he just stated as well.
Yeah.
Wait, let Ji Heng say something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ji, go ahead. Oh, I play FGO.
Well, anything to share? Okay, well, he's typing.
Well, that's good.
Okay, like while he's typing, right? I also think that like um when there's inappropriate content, right? Like
What counts
can
as
you say
inappropriate? That's the thing.
hate speech? Hate speech.
Oh hey,
In this
Jing is done.
era, right? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, okay.
He's here.
Never mind. Okay, so I say
Yeah.
Okay, so for GH, Jing Heng says my thought about content is disability is
Have
What?
have
this relative is
good
heavy.
good and bad content. Some is raise awareness, others
Race.
are
I think
just
it's race.
raise awareness, others are just rude comments. While when research is good to have multi sites or blogs,
Multiple
while
sites or
the
blogs. Well, the best could be false.
while the bad is could be false amazing. Yeah, okay.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
No,
Yeah, basically.
I'm busy right now. I'm like doing.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
GH, you're
Shafiq also muted himself.
So I forgot.
Okay.
I muted myself, but not on the freaking recording. I was talking to my mom. Great.
Well,
Well
okay.
played.
Okay. Anything else to add?
Oh, to his thoughts, is it?
Uh,
Other than work on your English? Question mark.
Shafiq, later make sure my volume's like not too soft again.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
was it too soft? I'm just gonna
I
turn
don't know.
everyone to
I mean, just for
150.
just for myself, just in case. Because like the last video, right? Couldn't even hear myself talking.
I'm gonna put everybody at 150. Fuck it.
Just make sure
Oh,
also.
but, no, but I mean, like this time you would change your audio so that your background, your computer recording is not lower than your mic, right?
My mic is lower than the background, so that the background can be heard.
Also, the background, so the background is louder than your mic.
Yeah, so that with the background being louder than you guys, that means it's fine.
But isn't that going to make you
No,
so
no,
that
no,
it's
no,
going
no,
to be
no,
hard
no,
to hear you?
no. I'm at like minus 30 decibels right now. I mean, I can change it up later.
I know, but okay.
Okay.
Like I said, we're still finding things out because we don't know how it sounds.
It's okay. Chill. It's okay. So, anything else to add on before I move on?
I guess you can just move
No.
on.
Okay. So the next one is about religion. So anything you guys want to say about religion?
Didn't we already cover it?
Okay, cover already.
Wait, did we? Did we?
Okay.
I don't
So
know. I feel like just not. I mean, like just now the one we just. Or you want to go into like more in depth?
I think you can just do
uh
more in depth if you want.
like maybe online how people promote and how people how to say like I don't be rude or anything, but like they say bad stuff about your religion, on online content, yeah,
Not
this kind
not
of
gonna
stuff.
lie, not gonna lie. People who like promote religion online, it's kind of
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah, but some people do promote through
Yeah,
online, right?
I know. Some are like doing it from the bottom of their hearts. Then I'm like, but not for me. I'm like, I just want to continue my life. No.
Yeah. Yeah, but man,
Just
continue.
don't touch on religion, man.
Okay, do you have any comments you want to say?
I mean, okay, the thing about online and with religion, right? People can
Yeah.
take religion out of context really easily, especially in the online age now. But I think it's less likely than like previously before.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we went about race, not religion. I mean,
Yeah, we were talking about race.
yeah, sorry. No, because you know normally you mix the two up not quite often.
Oh my god, what?
Ah,
How?
okay.
No, meh?
I don't. I know what's the difference between the two. One is a
I know
belief, the other
I
one
know the
is.
difference. I just like when I first heard it, I was like, oh wait.
Okay.
But yeah,
And you?
so
Like,
because the thing is there are groups online that will use religion as like a weapon kind of thing. This we're talking about ISIS and everything already at this point.
but is it a mic? I keep like someone keep blowing to their mic. Something.
Is it me?
I think it might be you.
Yeah, because I'm like breathing and then breathing out onto the mic. That's why I need like a
Oh.
pop filter or something.
Okay.
Like that.
I normally put my mic below my mouth.
Some people put their mics above their nose. If you know who I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yes, yes.
Oh god.
Back to topic. Back to topic.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
wait, let me go. This is
religion. Okay, I think to be honest, religion a bit man, a bit iffy. I guess we can move to the next one.
Have you heard about pastafarianism? Is it,
What?
how to
What?
pronounce it? The flying
What's
spaghetti monster.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Are you
Someone
sure?
actually managed to. If I read what like a story, right? Like someone managed to actually wear the freaking you know the freaking pasta hat, the pasta thing to drain spaghetti.
What the heck?
Like because it says like it's part of their religion, so they wore it and took their IC with it
The shit.
because it says it's part of their religion. Like they couldn't stop him.
Freaking hell.
So like some guy with like his IC with a freaking pasta strainer.
Back to topic. Back to topic.
What's after religion?
After religion.
Yeah, what's after religion?
Okay. It's called real or simulated violence.
I feel like simulated violence is fine.
Yeah,
How about real one? You know, like
real violence. Okay, how do you translate online
If
violence
you're
to
using
real
it
violence?
informatively, I think it's fine.
I also feel like
Mm.
if you censor out the violent content, right, then it's just a bit delusional to think the world is good and all.
No, yeah, because if you censor like the things that shouldn't be seen, what's the point of putting out a message?
Alright.
Okay.
If you to send a message, then no lah. But
Yeah, but some people do, do that for fun. I guess.
Oh yeah,
I know there's like yeah.
yeah, there are like YouTube channels that are like like violent things for fun. I don't know why.
Yeah.
There's a
Not
YouTube channel.
YouTube.
There's a YouTube channel I watch right, which they analyze like they analyze like video security cameras or like people getting robbed. Then after that, like they will like need to show you how to like defend yourself or what to do in that situation kind of thing.
I think that's good. It's like
Oh, okay.
promoting like awareness.
Yeah. It's like they will show like some store getting robbed. They have to see what the owner does and what he should actually have done.
That's good actually.
Okay.
I found the name of the channel.
Yeah, I read it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. It's okay. At least that is kind of good, I guess.
Oh, all right.
So
Okay,
moving
so
on.
what else?
Oh,
I also think that like, hi right,
What?
What?
PewDiePie.
Oh,
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. Yeah, what about PewDiePie?
News article will say that like him playing stimulated violent games are promoting violence in kids, that kind of thing.
I find that like
That's
so
just
bullshit.
that's just media being media. That's all I can say.
I think
And
that's
yeah, I think that's about like the older generation thinking.
that's
No,
very
no,
fake news kind of
like
thing.
legitimately, that is just like the mainstream media being mainstream media.
Yeah. Those kids and their freaking technology. No.
Wow.
Those whippersnappers.
I'm pretty sure like it's the same way that complain about the kids and their Fortnite nowadays. So,
Hey, to be honest, Fortnite is dying now thanks to Minecraft. I don't know why.
God bless Minecraft, man.
But Minecraft has been around longer than Fortnite, right?
Yes,
Like,
Minecraft has been now
Duh.
around for like 10 years already. Hello.
I guess like what,
Minecraft is
what like
fun.
2009 or something like that.
Just making sure, just making sure, yeah. Just making sure.
I started Minecraft before I even played League, so
Okay, yeah. Then that's very old.
Yeah, I started playing Minecraft first before playing League as well.
I see. Yes.
Don't even play League.
you should come on, join us.
Yeah. You should try. Yeah.
Just the five of us, the fuck no.
The community there, oh my god.
It's not that bad.
Oh goodness.
Scary.
No, you scary.
Just
Like the
play.
online community is fine. Like the in-game community might be like toxic, but the online one is
Yeah,
fine.
online is better than the in-game one.
Even like Facebook, like pretty much like if you want like help, if you need help outside of game, right, a lot of people will help you. If you need like if you want like do cosplay or fan art, most people are like really supportive.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it's like only in game, right, when you're having a competitive side which can get really aggressive.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, it's quite fine.
Yeah. I can understand the feeling. Yeah. Yes. But just play more. You should be okay. Yes.
Okay, Jinghin right typed his his
Okay.
view as well.
Jin says that real violence is what they could experience in the past and want to be strong and want to hurt cause young people to know their pain. Simulated violence is just online abusing like verb and everything. Okay, thanks.
Alright, so I guess it's my turn. Simulated violence
Yeah.
and real violence.
Yeah.
Okay, real violence, if shown online, that can mean two things as well. One is informative, the other one is trying to expose something like that. And then there's also another one where simulated violence. Cause I know like back then when games were still very young, there was one game that got basically taken out
Mortal
from
Kombat?
the no, there was it's worse than Mortal Kombat. It basically got taken out from the game store shelves. It was called Manhunt.
Oh.
Manhunt was like really really violent for a simulated game, and like the mainstream media was like, no, we can't have this. So yeah, so like Manhunt,
Okay.
because Manhunt was really really a very violent game, but it was the thing is it was happening to fictional people, and then the mainstream media was like afraid that even though it's fictional people, they were afraid that this may translate to people to doing it in real life. But then of course many studies before one that was credible, because before that one that was credible, the rest had ulterior motives to say, oh yes, games do make young people violent. But then there was one that had no bias, and then there was basically no bias to anyone, and then they researched like really hard and then realized there is no correlation between video games and real life. So basically that one paper just shut out everyone else's shout out everyone else's views on that game or everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then yeah, that's the thing. Simulated violence, if also used correctly, can also be used for informative things as well, like simulations, like how to do simulated fighting. Like crash test dummies if you don't have like the budget to actually do a proper crash test, like real life kind of crash test. Because simulator is cheaper than real life, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's my take on it. Oh yeah, Jingheng actually brought up the whole entire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think for
Okay.
my take.
Okay. So, any more thing to add on?
Oh, go on.
Okay. So for the next point, content promoting unsafe behavior, such as self harm, and there's also eating disorders, and how people like to drive fast, in the driveways, etc., etc., etc. So yeah.
I
Okay, so
feel like
just oh,
it's more like those
Yeah.
people, like those people should actually put a video so that they can actually get help.
Yeah, I guess
And I was
saying the
like,
bad stuff.
bad stuff.
Yeah, you guys can add on to one.
to the your point.
My point is
Something about
usually
self
because
harm and like negative, like how they handle depression and okay,
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
yeah, like content about those is good. Right? Like if you like
Majority of it is good. Yeah, majority of
yeah,
it because
like even if you
even
post yeah, even if you post out like self-harm videos, right? Like you know, like people at least know you need help.
yeah, because that's the thing
Unless you're
about
looking for attention, which is
yeah,
like
which is the scumbag kind of thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But usually, even with this kind of situation, right, mainstream media can also get behind with people posting videos like this as well. That's like one of the few things that mainstream media will be fine with. Is like they want to promote like not really promote, more like expose people to people that there are people with problems and they want to have and they need help. And like if you find someone who's close to this, then yeah, they most likely need help as well. So that's why.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
on
I mean,
those,
that's true.
right? Attention based, I think it's still good to like give them help. Cause like I think we kind of know about the ethical,
Please don't talk about
just like the
y-
old
Uh,
like you know how people would use.
no, Etika, from what I've seen, right, people who have met him, right, they say that he's like a very genuine guy. Just somehow along the way throughout his whole entire career on YouTube, like it somehow changed him along the way.
I mean, like, yeah, I know he's genuine, but then I feel like even when he posts a video like this, right, people shouldn't take it as like attention seeking and actually help him. Like things like this wouldn't happen and help
Uh.
him. Like
Yeah.
we shouldn't take it too.
But yeah, so self harm. This one has very little negatives. Even in within that negative that we say, those that are looking for attention, right? Sometimes the reason why they're looking for attention is because they want to expose that kind of like mindset to people so that they
Yeah.
can help others as well. Because sometimes
They
there are
want
people.
to.
No, because sometimes when people bring attention to them, right, they have two motives. One is like just for self worth. Another one is to help. That's why everything has a two side to it. Even in the negative that we say, there's also two sides to that negative.
I think if you want to compare, you should compare to like people jumping into trends of being depressed, that kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's also a problem where like online and especially like in gaming communities, people sometimes make it as a joke. But this one is kind of normal, to be honest. If you've been online long enough, you know that people will say, "Oh, I feel very depressed," and then like, "Oh, yeah," then go jump off a building. It's like one person would say that online, but
Man,
it's
yeah.
online. It's people playing games. It's usually like that.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, GK has something to say.
Okay. Let's see what you say.
Oof.
For
Okay.
Jing, he says, self harm is bad. I have done it before, but I can say this self harm is just stupid. To be honest, why hurt yourself? It's just making you to die or thinking to negative to make suicide. Okay.
okay, my 2 cents. Maybe we will argue about this, but my 2 cents, okay? I feel like self harm, friends who self harm, and then like in the past, I've kind of tried it before too, because I was in a bad space, and then like, I mean, it's not stupid, you know. People do it because like in the heat of the moment, right? They want to feel something.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
They want to
Maybe,
feel alive.
yeah. Can we summarize this and move forward?
Yeah. So basically, to summarize, I guess, if Casey wants to summarize, if he can summarize.
Uh. So basically, sometimes okay. Don't learn unsafe behavior from others. If you see others who are depressed, please don't mock them. Help them instead. Yeah, that's all I can say for smart only. Yeah.
Do you have like any more
Okay.
points? How many points do you have?
Uh, four more. No, sorry, two more.
Oh, 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 oh.
Two more. Just the last two. Sorry.
So you had like 6 points to pack?
Yeah, I found a few lah. Huh?
My God.
So what's the next point?
Okay, this one is about filtering content that you want or don't want. Yeah,
Filtering
simple, right?
content.
Yeah, contents that you want or don't want. Like example,
Not,
like from yeah,
Mm,
see,
not quite
see,
vague, just filter.
yeah, but you know, I don't know. I mean,
Wait,
I
wait,
found it
I think
also.
wait, do you mean by like censoring kind of like filtering kind of thing like that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, like example, like you can
like
filter
how like
from
no like how YouTube like find filters content based on how you watch on what you watch, and then you will forever like show things that you want to watch but not other things that you don't want to watch but most likely may have an interest into watching.
yeah, yeah, something like that. Yes, correct. Also,
I don't really understand the question.
how does it say okay, for YouTube it's like what I trying to say, you know that YouTube will self filter what you want to see or don't want to see. Then there's also the social media apps, you know, you can filter them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
And then
I'm guessing like
and then also, yeah, and then also there's also parental controls which you can filter for your kids also if you want to.
yeah, okay. I was about to say, so I guessing this topic is about you. It's about like somewhat like do you have the control? Is it okay to have control for things that you don't want to watch or see or like? It's
Having no control or having control.
yeah. Do you
Having
rather have
control.
no? Do you rather have? It's like the question is like basically, do you rather have control or no control over what you want to watch
For me,
or
yeah,
whatever
I
you want
want
to do?
control. Yeah, I control over what I want to do and watch.
It's like if the because that's the thing about YouTube. YouTube filters it before you even do anything. Basically, you have no control, even though you feel like you have control.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like in order
But okay,
to no, the funny thing is in order to have control of the things that you want to watch, even though you wouldn't be watching, right, you have to go find those kind of videos first to like get it into the algorithm so that the YouTube machine gets like, oh, okay, this person wants to watch this now. Alright, I'll push this out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, right? Okay lah, maybe that's for YouTube lah. But you know, other social media website or
Yeah,
yes, any
yeah,
other website, yeah.
yeah.
So you can filter them. Like example, your mail also quite irritating. Getting a spam mail every day. Yeah, you
Spam
can filter
email.
them. Yeah, you can filter the not important ones away, and you can keep the more important ones easier to see. Yeah, that's what I can say for the email mails. Then for WhatsApp and the other social media, for WhatsApp it's actually under the settings, right? Yeah,
Yes,
settings.
it's usually under settings.
Then you can just go and do your the account and then privacy and stuff, right? Yeah.
So I guess my take was already been said already, where like there is a good and bad to literally my the way how I live is there is a good and bad, and it's up to you if you want to choose which side. For me, I just don't choose. I just look at the facts first and then I decide from there. That's all.
Ah, okay, okay.
How long have we been recording? We've been recording for like 30 minutes already.
Oh, we hit the checkpoint.
I feel like
Speed up.
You know, it's fine. It's fine. It can be longer than other episodes as well, which is fine.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, continue.
But yeah, so 1 hour to go.
1 hour to what?
Imagine if we have to present this. Oh my god.
I
Well, I
know.
mean,
I don't think
I
so.
don't
We're
think we
gonna
have to
be
present
yeah. I
this.
don't think so to present.
I
We
hope not.
just have to like summarize our words, what we say in each podcast. That's all, and then like put it in a slide.
yeah, lucky, right?
But yeah, so filtering.
Filtering, I agree with Casey. I want it to be filtered, like according to my liking. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Jiheng also agrees with what I said and Siying said.
I don't
Okay.
have enough knowledge about this topic. Abstain.
Okay. Which part you don't understand?
The whole
No,
entire thing.
I'm just not sure about it, so I'm just not going to.
Okay, okay, okay.
I don't dislike it or like it.
Okay, okay.
He
Okay,
just
so
meh.
meh.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all for my pointers. I have finished my links. I mean my pointers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I guess this is the one where each of us say what we should take, what we learn, and what we learn from today's topic.
Okay. So
Casey, do you want to start first? Because my brain still needs to be like thinking a bit more.
okay, sure. Okay, so for my good part is that at least you can have control over your contents, like what do you want to see, what do you don't want to see. But for the bad part is that usually it's very hard to how to say avoid the bad contents lah. So if you do see people that share videos upon self harm lah, or anything that's basically what's the word depressed. Yes, it's depressed. Please don't go and comment about them about bad stuff. Yeah, comment something good. Let them know that someone cares for them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my point. Who's
Okay.
next?
Uh, I guess I'll go. The thing that I guess or like what I can take away, or like what we should, the do's and don'ts, is when it comes to content. Do you say like, okay? I guess I was just gonna say what I want to say now.
Yeah.
The content wise, it really depends on the person. If the person has a motive on what they want to do, no matter what, there is always a good and bad to that person's motive, no matter what. So whenever you look at content online, always take it with a grain of salt whether if it's true or not. Basically, always be skeptical about everything that you see online. Because the only way you will know that it's real is if you experience it yourself. That is the only way you can truthfully find out if it's real or not.
Yes.
But then also the thing about being there for real can also be faked as well. There goes a different layer of skepticism and everything right there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, so yeah, continue.
Learn or more like take away from this is like add more wholesome content. Keep all the less okay, not as in less wholesome, more as
Wholesome
in
content.
the hate speech, all this. Try to keep it out. I think having some good content, like better ones for your mental health is better than like having like your entire news feed filled with like the bad ones.
Okay. Sure.
Sorry, I am very confused.
Yes. Okay. It's okay.
Oh wow.
It's okay. So who's next? I guess J right.
I think Owen. Oh yeah, J
Owen.
is ready. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let J and
So for
Schwartz be like.
content, same thing as like what Shafiq said, like uh, like you cannot believe everything what you see online.
I'm not trying to be like an anarchist. I'm just trying to be like a
Yeah, I know.
realistic person.
Yeah, mostly like for content. When you want like if you want to do like unit school or research, like you must like you want to look at something like you think it's like not real, not realistic. You need to like find multiple sources. Don't believe everything you just see.
Okay.
Mostly question what you see lah. Don't always just take fact for fact.
Okay. Sure. So
But
I
yeah,
guess King next, right?
yeah.
Okay. For King says I learned is okay. What I learned is about too much information in the internet. I prefer the olden days.
Olden days.
What?
Apparently. I don't know how it's reading from what it says. So
Olden
the
days
good
were
point.
actually worse, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you ask him actually.
Paper and ink.
Okay,
No,
the good point. Huh?
no, it's
Jian,
fine, it's
can
fine.
you say again because I don't really understand what you're talking about.
No,
Okay. The whole entire point. Okay, can you make it easier to read?
no, but also let's like Jing tries to reconstruct and make it easier for KC to read. The thing about the olden days to now, right? The olden days were more unreliable than now.
Okay.
Because right now you can find multiple sources to see whether if it's the same or whether they're reporting the same thing to see if it's true.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then
And
because
the internet is faster, right?
yeah, no, the thing is with like paper and ink, right, there is still manipulation there, even though it's paper and ink.
Okay.
Because the stories that they write, right, also have to go through people, like people in higher up. So like if somebody wants to cover a story that's like truthful and nice, right, usually the newspaper company will say no, that's not good. That's not good for press and like market and everything. So we must not do that. So we would go find something controversial and like report on that instead. That's the problem
Yeah,
with
yeah.
newspapers as well. Paper and ink
Yeah.
was also had like its faults as well.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Mm, yeah. Okay. The olden days usually the internet was very limited, right?
In
Like,
the
like how far older are we talking about?
yeah, how far older are we talking about? Because before back then, 100 megabytes was like the biggest that they had.
Okay, let's just talk about the 90s, I guess.
90s,
90. So
90s.
so when the whole rocket thing took one iPhone power.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When people
Yeah.
thought it was
But
fake.
then yeah. Let's talk about back then.
Okay, that one to be
Those-
honest, even I want to try to deconstruct it to see whether it's fake or not. I'm like, there's no point trying to deconstruct something that's in the past.
I don't think it's fake. Like, why would you fake it?
No, the
Mm.
thing is, because back then the equipments that they had were really old. That's why. So like it's very.
I know.
So that's why I'm like, you know what, this past event, let's just leave it there because
But even the equipment is old, right? What it takes to get to space, right? It's not actually that hard.
yeah, but also like we have now more recent events
Yeah.
like Elon Musk launching a freaking Tesla into the orbit of the Earth to show that it's real.
I'm pretty sure people saw the launch when the first launch came out. Right? So like,
Yeah.
why would it be fake?
I don't know. No, when the moon landing, the thing is the moon landing that people were skeptical about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
The
Even
launching
the
of
moon
a
landing was
rocket.
fake. Like, what was the motive of faking the moon landing?
Oh no, it's just people.
Yeah. So you need to like you kind of question like you should question like why is it done?
Who, what, when,
Yeah.
and why?
Okay. Okay.
Do you have
Seeing any thoughts? You about the 90s?
I don't
Back
know,
then.
man. I feel like right now it's more advanced because at least you can get to the content faster.
And like if you want to try to find the truth, it's also easier as well. Since
And
everything
like
can be found so easily and quickly, you can go through many sites and everything.
even though some contents are bad or like unreliable, right? There's a lot of things you can learn online. Please.
Like
Yeah.
today is sponsor.
Okay. So for Xinheng, he reconstructed his lines. Okay. So what he says that what they pick up from this session is there's a lot of information online that could be true or false, depending on the source, and try helping those who you think it's just for fun in videos such as depression, negative thoughts. Well, I prefer paper and ink cause love letters or letters is just hard now. We just need to private message without thinking the the other person having feelings. As right now, it's hard.
Why do you
Why?
sound so far away from your mic?
Okay,
You sound like you're getting further and further from your mic.
No, the funny thing is like it's like he's talking and then all of a sudden gets away from his mic and then talks to the mic and then goes away from the mic.
okay, okay, continue. As right now, it's hard. Why people just add content on to the internet without thinking what will happen to them. Okay, so I hope that didn't affect. Okay, anything else to add on?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, so we can end now. Yeah.
Yay!
Alright.
Correct.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna do the ending now then.
okay. Good.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay.
I